You're finally here, and Mitch McConnell has finally congratulated President-elect Joe Biden. So it's all happy endings.
Yes, now he has to get back to the serious business of screwing it up so he can't govern.
Right.
Yes, thank you. Yes, we had to wait for his boss, Vladimir Putin, to congratulate Joe Biden. What do you think of this, speaking of which?
Can I say hi to Jody, please?
Oh,
Hello,
sorry,
Jody.
go ahead.
Good morning, Charlie Pierce.
Oh, thank you.
And we're back.
A lot of people wait for that.
We're confessing our 50-year-old crushes on Diane Cannon.
Yeah, well, I've had to retreat into before there were lesbian storylines. Okay. Listen, so this latest bipartisan group of senators unveiled their compromise, blah, blah, blah. Do you have any hope for Mitch McConnell to actually do something on COVID relief this time, or no?
No, I don't think. I think Bernie Sanders is going to be in the chamber alone over the holidays, explaining that he's not going home until they pass something.
It's Eric Boehlert keeps saying this. Why won't the media?
It's unthinkable that people aren't paying a political price for anything anymore.
Yeah, but this is what Eric Boehlert always says. Why won't the press just report that we don't have COVID relief because Republicans don't want Americans to have COVID relief? Mitch McConnell doesn't want it.
There's been a bill in front of them since when? May?
Right.
The second Heroes Act, not the Second CARES Act, the Heroes Act.
Right.
I mean, the House is doing its job. How is this Nancy Pelosi's fault?
Right. Yeah. Thank you. So, all right. What? But Joe Biden and Kamala Harris won again. However, wait. One more, Stephen Miller. Just.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because I love you.
Let's answer this question. If Democrat officials really believe that these results are lawful and honest, why are they opposing an audit of the vote? Why are they opposing that we take the ballots, we take the envelopes, and we actually match them up to real human beings? Do you realize that in not one state that's been contested, they've actually done a forensic analysis of the vote to see how many illegal aliens and dead people voted? Democrats have opposed that.
Okay. So, did you enjoy
They want a forensic analysis. They want to call in Quincy.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm mistaken, Charlie, they've done that.
Back to the 70s day.
Yeah. They did the signature thing in Georgia. Like, they did. Everything he said is just, it's not true, right? Like this Wisconsin, it was a conservative judge yesterday, said our laws allow the challenge flag to be thrown regarding various aspects of election administration. The challenges raised by the campaign in this case, however, come long after the last play or even the last game. The campaign's challenging the rule book adopted before the season began. He's trying to say, like, oh, we did bring the cases before the... No, they didn't. They didn't bring it until after Trump lost, right?
Yeah, a little bit too much football in that opinion, but I'm glad it was handed down. And it was much too close, by the way.
Right. Yeah, I don't support the sports
It turns
either.
out that Wisconsin Supreme Court election that they tried to screw up, 6 ways from Sunday, was the most important election in the country.
Yeah. As is Georgia coming up. What do you think? So what do you think? Early voting started yesterday. I think people even in Georgia are feeling confident. What do you think? I'm
just glad that the pivotal state isn't up here because we're going to get the snowstorm of a lifetime tomorrow. You won't get it because you're in sunny California where you have mudslides and forest fires and earthquakes.
Right.
Yeah, well, we put Joe Biden and Kamala Harris over the top.
You did. I saw that.
California.
I watched some of those ceremonies. They were really kind of charming.
I know.
We
were saying we don't ever watch these, so it was kind of,
I mean, because they're never broadcast because they're so procedural and boring. But yesterday it was important and it was interesting to see that kind of democracy in action.
Well, they were still procedural and boring, but they were also charming.
Right.
Did you enjoy all the skits, the fake elector skits? I love.
Those were
Michigan,
the street theater.
Yeah,
that
was
wonderful.
Just,
the guy I loved was the cop.
Yes.
In Michigan, who wouldn't let the guy in.
Yes.
And the guy said, "Can I speak to the sergeant at arms of the Senate?" And the cop says, "Nah, he's in a meeting right now." He didn't know. The cop didn't know. How's a cop going to know?
I was saying 2020 is the first year democracy has needed bouncers in America. I love it.
I'm sorry, you have the wrong passage. You cannot come backstage.
Right.
To watch the Biden-Harris band.
I always loved that. It was like the Who's and Whovilles. Where are the electors? The officer says the electors are already here. They've been checked in. Not all of them. The Capitol is closed. The officer says all 16 electors are already in the building. But the GOP electors, a man protests.
The GOP electors who gathered that morning at Waffle House for the early bird special.
Okay. So yeah.
I mean, I mean, this is funny, and those things. That video was funny. These people are beyond hope.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go on believing this for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. How about the fake Arizona electors that sent what is it, like fake coupon for Chuck E. Cheese to the national?
No, they sent them to the National Archives.
Yes.
I'm sure one of the employees at the National Archives is going to steal that son of a gun and hang it in their den. Yes. Because they'll never see anything like this again.
Yes. Oh yeah. Speaking of Georgia, Kelly Loeffler just posed for a photo with a former KKK leader. He nearly beat a black man to death in 1993. In 2017, he marched in Charlottesville.
And everybody in Georgia knows who this guy is.
Right. And you said most excellent company you keep, robot lady. I think
her recognizing a Nazi software malfunctioned that day.
Mm-hmm. But can I say Raphael Warnock's commercials are really good.
They are.
I love him trying to do the Christmas lights. It's very funny.
I mean, I love preachers with a sense of humor.
Yes.
We didn't have a lot of those when I was growing up Catholic.
No. Yeah, me neither.
That's one thing the Protestants have over us is that some of their preachers are very funny.
Yeah. Catholic boring. I'm with you. Boring.
Never learned how to preach.
Right.
Exactly.
They don't get taught how to preach.
I've told the story, my famous story. My dad was very Catholic, and after one particularly long, boring surgery, you're supposed to say, "Thanks be to God." My dad just really loud went, "Thanks God." Okay.
That was a running joke between my dad and I at the end of Mass every week. Yeah. Because the last thing the congregation says at Mass is "Thanks be to God." So once they went to English, it became a running gag between me and my dad.
That's charming. It got the famous my mom's Bill.
Oh yeah.
Stop it.
My mom was working the beads. She couldn't be bothered.
Working the beads. You make like that sound like working the pole.
I think your fingers are still doing this. She's been dead since 1993.
You made that sound dirty, like working the pole. My mom worked the beads. Okay.
Only in your mind that's thinking of Diane Cannon.
Stephanie
Louise Miller.
Putting it.
Diane Cannon's working the beads.
Are you really Stephanie Louise Miller? I've never asked you that.
No,
Is that your middle name?
Catherine.
Where'd Louise come from?
That's from an I Love Lucy episode.
Yes. Ethel Louise Mertz.
Ethel Louise Mertz. Every time she did something.
Yeah.
Wrong. Okay, now I know, and it becomes less funny when.
So when you do something wrong, everyone's middle name is Louise.
I understand. No, I understand. I understand that. For instance, when if I were to slip and drop an F-bomb right now.
Right.
For the holidays.
Don't do
Charlie
that.
Louise Pierce.
There we go.
Yep.
Thank you.
See, my sister Carrie's middle name was Louise, so was she always in trouble?
Yes. Yes. Well, she was born trouble.
Oh, God.
Jody Hamilton and I have had any number of inappropriate conversations about how I should have my 3 days and I should have been together. What?
3 days before you go on vacation until this miserable year is over? Of course you're a little silly today.
I'm a little silly. Can I have some nostalgia music since you brought up my middle name being Catherine? Would you like to know the story?
I'd love it.
My dad, who was the chairman of the Republican National Committee then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This was before he ran for vice president in 1961. So I was born early, and they hadn't named me yet. My mom wanted to name me Catherine, and my dad wanted to name me Stephanie after my mom. And so I was born early, and the reporters got to my dad in Sun Valley, Idaho, where he was traveling as chairman of the Republican Party, and asked him my name, and he didn't want to say we don't know yet, so he said Stephanie. So my mom found out I was named Stephanie, and she had lost the battle from the press. My name is Stephanie Catherine.
Did he put the question before the entire RNC?
I was not put to a vote, no.
That's like finding out your name on Twitter nowadays.
What's that? Okay.
I said good thing, too.
So, yeah.
I hope you've noticed that in honor of Christmas, I'm dressed like a shepherd today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you bring some frankincense or myrrh?
Those are the kings.
Oh, sorry.
The shepherd just brought sheep.
Wow. Someone's on their Catholic high horse or camel this morning. Okay.
You should know that from your little doll show upstairs.
I don't have a little doll show anymore. I've lost the will to put up my doll show.
Her nativity
All
scene.
the pieces are scattered hither and yon. I don't know where they are. Okay, listen.
It's great. Those things are great when you have kids because you wake up one morning and there's a dinosaur at the stable.
Yep.
That's what I used to do.
Or Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
That's what
I
I
like
used to
that
do
better.
because I moved so many times for radio. I would like lose, a shepherd or a baby Jesus, and then I would just substitute whatever you had, like a troll or a cabbage patch
you merge collections and you wind up with 9 magi.
Yeah. And a pepper
Some of whom
shaker.
were elected in the GOP caucus at Waffle House.
And then the famous year that my dog ate the baby Jesus, and then the vet said, "Wait till it
Oh God!
passes." And so
Was he made of chocolate?
Yes, I was walking the dog, and I'm just staring directly at his ass, just waiting. And neighbor said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm waiting for baby Jesus to come." And he did. He passed. Baby Jesus. Baby Jesus came back out.
That's why that isn't a Hallmark movie right now. It's amazing.
I agree.
Well, it should be. It absolutely should be. Okay.
It was sort of like that old Dragnet episode where the 2 kids steal baby Jesus.
Yes. What? No, I don't know
Now
that
we're
episode.
going back to the 60s.
Oh my God, you're back before my era now.
Yeah, I couldn't. My brakes didn't hold. I wound up back in 1967.
Oh no, we lost Diane Cannon. She fell out of the car in 1972. Okay.
You want to talk about some politics, or are we just going to goof?
No, I just wanted this final one because let's just end on a scary note. John Cooper tweeted, disgraced former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn on Sunday insisted that Americans will not allow President-elect Joe Biden's false inauguration to go forward. And you said somebody better keep an eye on this guy.
Yeah, because he's really, now that he's pardoned, he's allowed to let his freak flag fly.
Yeah. Well, he was next to Alex Jones at the rally saying, what did he say about Biden's one way or another? He's not.
That's Alex Jones. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He was in fine form. Do they even listen to him anymore?
I don't know. But
they seem to be self-starting morons now.
I'm just saying, there was no spying, but someone better be keeping an eye on Michael Flynn and these people that are openly inciting violence, right? I mean, it's.
Well, I think you can be, you can be pretty safe in assuming that at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think the inauguration is going to be any fun. They're not going to do it outside, apparently, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't. It should be safe, right? I mean, anyway, I thought Biden was
I think
great.
they should go to the bottom of Capitol Hill and have it at the Dubliner myself, but that's just me.
That's just the Irish in you.
Yes. And the Irish and Joe Biden. A lovely lad.
I thought, let's listen to a little. I thought he was great yesterday, except for that he needed a lozenge, but he was.
Yeah.
306 electoral votes, and Vice President Pence received when they won in 2016. Excuse me. At the time, President Trump called the Electoral College tally a landslide. By his own standards, these numbers represented a clear victory then, and I respectfully suggest they do so now.
So
Excuse me, sir, but that's my last nerve, and you're standing on it.
No kidding.
But the big boss.
That was a presidential address yesterday. That was good.
Yes, but the big boss, Putin, has finally congratulated Biden, followed by his his employee Mitch McConnell, who has. So what's going to happen January 6th? They're still.
There's going to be
they're
some
being
mischief
fall
done,
to
but
roll.
it'll sail through.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
I mean, they know they can screw up anything Biden tries.
Yeah.
And so there's no reason to hang on to. I mean, it's finally dawning on them that there's no reason to hang on to this guy anymore.
Yeah. Oh, this is glorious. Okay, and I.
Play above the neck. Hey, listen. Have great holidays,
Thanks,
you guys. Jody,
You too.
mwah.
Mwah.
Yep.
Have great holidays. Enjoy your vacation. You've certainly earned it.
Thank you.
This has
we've
gotten me through this miserable 4 years. I hope you appreciate it.
Oh.
I look forward to Tuesday morning.
Yeah, we do too. We
do
really
too,
do.
Charlie. We do too. And by the way, can I just say, because I know we're both Weisenheimers, as they used to call us in Catholic school.
Yeah,
But
Weisenheimer.
You've been it's meant a lot to me. Because you've been through Alzheimer's with a parent, and you've been very, you've been an inspiration to me. And I got to say, there are silver linings, as you know, because my mom thinks I'm an entirely different person that works on Fox News now, and so she really loves me now.
And you only have to buy one mystery story.
Oh, by the way, did you see on Friday Dagan McDowell, who my mom thinks I am on Fox News? She saw all the stuff on Twitter about how, and she just said, she tweeted, well, I'll try to make mom proud.
Oh, that's
good
sweet.
for her.
She has a sense of humor, so we're trying to invite her on. I'm like, well, all right,
sweet.
I need to get our stories straight for Christmas. I need to know what I've been talking about on Fox News that my mom is so complimentary of.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so It's a magical.
That's an interesting symptom I hadn't heard of before.
She has long dark hair and bangs, and I didn't. Okay. At first, I thought I didn't know what she was talking about, but it makes her so happy. I can't tell her that it's not me. She's like, "Oh, Steffi, you
should let her believe it.
You're doing so great. You're just great on TV. I watch every day." I was like, "Okay, thanks,
Mom." It's there are, and by the way, it's okay to laugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff is funny.
I know. Thank you.
It's hard, but some of the stuff is funny.
Finally, the right things are coming out of my mouth about Trump, and apparently.
And your mother couldn't be more proud of you.
Everyone tweeted, "Good show, Dagan."
Dagan? This woman's name is Dagan?
Yes.
Dagan McDowell.
What the hell
Yes.
kind of name is Dagan?
I don't know.
Yes. I feel like, Travis, this should
Game
be
of
our
Thrones
bipartisan
villain.
outrage. Let's invite her on. We find common ground.
She sounds like
Let's
she has
find
a
out
sense
what
of
Dagan
humor.
is. Did her father read like Game of Thrones too often?
What?
She sounds like a Game of Thrones name.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, exactly. All right. Happy
Is
holidays.
it time to go?
Yes, goodbye.
Happy
Thank you,
holidays.
Charlie.
See ya January.
See you all.
Bye, honey.
Bye.
Mwah.